time for my sold out 98 plus the Nitro after video. Alright. We kick off the night with Loser Leaves WCW match. Steven Regal taking on Malenko. Malenko gets the win via submission in the Texas Cloverleaf. This would probably be I reckon would be a great match. Two highly technical wrestlers. I think it was when I actually did see it too. So yeah. Cruiserweight title. Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, and Chris Jericho, triple threat. Eddie would get the win here after frog splashing Rey Mysterio. Tag team #1 contenders match. The Faces of Fear with Jimmy Hart taking on the Public Enemy. Now this would probably be a all-out brawl, as opposed to it would generate something that hasn't already happened on the pay-per-view, so it would be a good match. Then we go to Disco Inferno taking on Chris Benoit. Now, for the TV title, Chris Benoit would get the win here. I'm not sure if he was using the crippler crossface yet, but if he was, that's probably how he would win. If not, it'll probably be a dragon suplex or whatever the other move he was using, or German suplex, whatever. Tag title time. The Steiners versus the Dungeon. Um, the Dungeon would get the win here. After British Bulldog hits the running power slam on Rick. And Scott would have this look on his face like, oh man, I can't believe we lost, or whatever, and be very disappointed, very angry at Rick, and would just leave him in the ring. And you'd probably see some stuff later on the pay-per-view of them arguing and that. Yeah. But yeah, this would set up what happens next on Nitro. Goldberg versus Lex Luger. Now Goldberg would obviously get the win here. Very quick match. I doubt it would go any more than 10 minutes. Neither one of these guys were known for great wrestling, but yeah, it would be. I reckon it'd be a good addition to the streak, and giving it some closure for the year would happen later on. Uh, the US title, DDP versus Curt Hennig, with Rick Rude in the corner. Now, DDP would obviously get the win here after only just winning the title. I reckon you should have more than a month before losing it to give it some value. Yeah, DDP would get the win here, despite the interference by Rick Rude. Rick Flair versus Bret Hart. I believe this happened actually at this very pay-per-view. Why mess with something that was so good? Kevin Nash versus Macho Man Randy Savage. Macho would want revenge, but wouldn't get it this time. He would come close to winning, but wouldn't win. So Nash gets the win. Uh, then the world title match. Sting defending against Scott Hall. Scott Hall using his World War III shot and getting the match here. Anyway, Scott would have, towards the end of the match, would have him as Sting set up in the outsider's edge. Sting would get out of it, do the Scorpion Death Drop, and get the win. Alright, after that, we go to Nitro. And the NWO comes to the arena with Scott Steiner. Now, Scott Steiner's not wearing an NWO t-shirt. He's just hanging out with them at this time. And then you cut to the intro for Nitro at that time. Then we go to a four-way Cruiserweight #1 contenders match. Dean Malenko gets the win here. Up to else is in it though. Juventud Guerrero, Psychosis, and Chris Jericho. Dean will get the win over Psychosis here. Then you go to the NWO coming to the ring after a commercial break. Now, here we would have set up two matches. And all three things all up. Scott Steiner would get the black and white NWO t-shirt. Nash would would claim that if Curt Hennig wants any more in the NWO, he's got to go through Curt Hennig first, and they'll be at Super Brawl. And Nash would be announcing. Would it be here or is it later? Oh yeah, no, that's later. Alright, then we go to a Four Horsemen taking on the Four Horsemen, represented by Chris Benoit and Ric Flair, with Arn Anderson. They'd be taking on Vicious and Delicious. This would end after interference by Perry Saturn, doing his Death Valley Driver on Benoit. Now, they would mainly, the flock would only really focus on the Four Horsemen, and NWO would just leave because the enemy of my enemy is my friend. You'd have one of the guys saying that, probably Scott Norton, I think, would say that to the camera after on the way out. Then we have Brian Adams in his debut, and he'd have the Disciple at his side, taking on Disco Inferno. Now, Disco Inferno would take the fall here. Then we cut to the back, and we see Eric Bischoff, Nash, and Hall coming out of J.J. Dillon's office. Then we would come back from the commercial break with Goldberg taking on Scott Steiner. And the NWO would interfere here just as Goldberg was about to spear Scott Steiner. So technically it's a win anyway. But Rick comes out and says, "What's going on here? Why are you doing this to the?" And then the NWO just beats the hell out of him. And this is of course after they've tried beating up Goldberg, and he's like left or whatever. Then we have our main event: Bret Hart and Sting taking on the Outsiders. Now, for this one, I would have Bret get the win over Scott Hall, or basically Scott Hall would take the fall in this match by either Bret or Sting. I'd say Bret, because I believe sorry, just looking. Yeah, Bret would get the win here. Oh crap. Yeah. And after the match, Nash would get the mic and say, Sting, it's going to be you and me because we've cut a deal with JJ that I'm getting Scott's rematch. And then, bang, yeah, you leave it after that. Alright, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for listening.